So top two, you got to be in the top two in the heat race.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jimmy, that's a long way to come. If you're in the back row, you're going to have to be aggressive early on in this one. How about it, race fans, for the final night of racing for 2020? Are you ready to go racing here in your Wild Things?
Joey Hendricks brings him to turn number 4. Billy's got the eagle eye on him. Let's go racing.
Work it into turns 1 and 2. Here we go. And we're going to go almost 4 wide. Here comes Nate DeSive, last night's A-feature winner. They're going to go 3 wide for second, going into 3 of 4. Lap number 1 off of turn number 4. That'll be Joey Hendricks leading the way.
Joey Hendricks leading the way. Nate DeSive followed by Kenny Roberts in that third spot. Here comes the young Buckmaster, Nate Buck, moving in the 4th.
Tell you what, Jimmy, throw a blanket over the top of those top 5 right now. And Nate DeSive working the top shelf in 4. You've got a new leader, Nate DeSive at the line.
Roberts going for second on the inside of Hendricks. Here comes Nate Buck. He's trying for second on the outside of Roberts. Gets it out of turn number 2. It is Nate DeSive. Nate Buck, the battle of the Nates up front now. Then you have Kenny Roberts and Mr. Hendricks in 4th.
Tell you what, we've got some early shankers in this one. DeSive, your leader, he started outside row 2. How about Nate Buck? He started outside row number 3. And those are your top 2 cars battling it out for the lead. Those are your top 2 transfer cars as they work through 3 and 4 side by side.
Nate Buck now looking on the inside, trying for the lead out of turn 4. He gets it by half a car on Nate DeSive. Kenny Roberts sitting back there in that third spot, followed by Ryan Gillen in 4th. And then Joey Hendricks sitting back there in 5th. And I believe the D1 of Derek Anderson in 6th.
What a battle for the lead as we go side by side. New leader Nate Buck at the line. Nate Buck in the 56 taking the advantage. DeSive trying to battle back to his outside. Once again, both cars already locked into tonight's big show. Roberts one out looking in. Off of turn 4, 2 to go. Billy on the flag stand gives him the 2 to go side. Buck by a half a car length.
Nate Buck with the lead. Nate DeSive in 2nd. Then it is Kenny Roberts, followed by Ryan Gillen. Here comes that D1 of Derek Anderson on the inside of Joey Hendricks.
Off of 4, white flag is at one more time around. Heat race number 1 of your Gamer Tire IMCA Hobby Stocks. DeSive crosses Buck up. He'll go to the bottom side of 1 and 2. Down the backstretch one final time. Race fans, they've been side by side the last 4 laps. Who's going to take the top spot on 3 and 4? Heat race number 1 goes to Nate DeSive. He'll pick him off at the line by a half a car length. Nate Buck will also transfer to tonight's A-feature.
Kenny Roberts will finish in 3rd. Ryan Gillen, your top 4.
And well, Jimmy, that's a lot of cars going to a B-feature later on tonight. But how about it, race fans? The top 2 putting on a show. The first race of the night. Give it up for last night's A-feature winner from O'Neill, Nebraska, the 31K, Nate DeSive. Inside your 4th and final row, that's going to be the 77, the Kansas runner, Cody Williams. And to his outside, the 42, that's Kevin Betson. Once again, 8 cars, 8 laps the distance. Top 2 go on tonight's A-feature winner for the second of 5 heat races tonight in your Wild Things. What a stacked feature we're going to have later on tonight. Some big names spread out in each and every one of these heat races, Jimmy, as we're set to go green flag racing. Rosberg and Flockinger to lead them around. Flockinger not going to waste any time. Feynman almost went around. Sal Hernandez will collect him, and that actually saved Feynman from going completely around, and the caution flag to fly, so not a good start there of heat race number 2. And we'll rack him and stack him one more time. Hopefully not too much damage to both Sal Hernandez and Ryan Feynman's machines in the 3 and the 0-4.
Feynman's car.
These cars kind of used to a beating over the years, especially this is one of those classes they love rubbing out there.
Yeah, it's called the Wild Things for a reason, you know.
I'd say.
So once again, Joe Rosberg's going to bring the field into turn number 4. Look at Billy. He's got that eagle eye on that cone right there in turn number 4 there. Side by side. Joe's going to... Nope. Now Joe jumped on it, but Joe, you jumped on it a little bit too early.
Well, he waved the green. It looks like
waved
we're going
the
to
green,
stay
he gave it to
going.
him.
And Brooke Flunkinger with a good run off at turn number 2. We're staying clean and green. Here comes Sal Hernandez and Ryan Feynman splitting the 3J.
Oh!
Rosberg going around at 4. Oh, we've got another pile up. Williams, Nordquist, and Hernandez getting together. And what a lap number 1.
Chaos heat race number 2 here. Cody Williams right front flat
Yes,
tire.
he does. Some big damage on the 77 of Cody Williams. Tough break for him.
Yellow's out.
A long trek from Minneapolis, Kansas, and looks like he's going to be relegated to a B feature. Rosberg going around. I believe he'll get called for the caution, which will be the one and done rule, I believe, here in the heat race.
Yes, it is. Last night we had a tough time getting the first heat race started. Now it seems like tonight we moved on to the second heat race, trying to get that one started.
Like we said in the pre-race, you know, most of the features actually went green to checkered, so got their act going there.
So maybe they got all the wrecking out of them before they went to the features. So once again, Joe Rosberg gets the green. Let's go racing. Brooke Fluckinger says, adios, amigos. Followed by Ryan Feynman, Joe Rosberg. Sal Hernandez dipping in the inside. Then it's Tanner Dowdy, David Norquist.
Tell you what, Flunkinger and Feynman looking good, both on the top side of things. Dowdy's going to try the extreme top side at 3 and 4 as well. Lap number 1 is going to go to Brooke Flunkinger, the former compact runner, a few years now in the hobby stock, with Ryan Feynman right behind her, the top 2 cars so far transferred.
Brooke Flunkinger with the lead, followed by Ryan Feynman. Then it is the legend, Sal Hernandez, Tanner Dowdy, David Norquist, Joe Rosberg. Out of turn number 4, it is still Brooke Flunkinger.
Oh, tough break there. Sal Hernandez got up in the crumblies there a little bit in 4. He's going to lose some ground on the top 2, and here comes David Norquist to his inside. David hugging the bottom tires off at turn 2. The race is on for 3rd.
Out of turn number 4, Brooke Fluckinger, followed by Ryan Feynman. That's your top 2. They will move on to the big dance. But David Norquist has changed them down, followed by Sal Hernandez, Tanner Dowdy, and Joe Rosberg.
Good racing once again going on from 3rd on back. Norquist, Hernandez, and Dowdy battling it out. Once again, all drivers there. We just mentioned outside looking in on your top 2, who are your transfer cars, as Hernandez got a little loose. Here comes Norquist. Tell you what, Jimmy, he's starting to run down Ryan Feynman.
He's using a low side payment on the high side, and not quite out of turn number 2. Brooke Fluckinger, Ryan Feynman, David Norquist. Now Tanner Dowdy's in a battle with the legend, Sal Hernandez. And then it's Joe Rosberg. Out of turn number 4, it's still Brooke Fluckinger.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brooke loves to see that battle behind her, because as that's going on, she can start to walk away in this one, trying to get into the A feature here tonight automatically through the heat race. Feynman now starts to pull away just a little bit over David Norquist. Once again, the 77 outside looking in right now. And now Hernandez and Dowdy going at it, 2 to go.
2 sticks up, 2 to go. Brooke Fluckinger, Ryan Feynman. They stay that way, they'll be in the big dance, but David Norquist got other things on his mind, running in 3rd, trying to catch the 3 of Ryan Feynman. Then it's Sal Hernandez, Tanner Dowdy, and Joe Rosberg.
Tell you what, after we got things going, it took a little bit there, Jimmy, but once we got things going, we're going to go green to checkered, it looks like. Hopefully I don't jinx it, as now Norquist is starting to run down Feynman once again. The battle's on for your final transfer spot down the backstretch.
Into turn number 3, Brooke Fluckinger, Ryan Feynman. He's going to cover the low side now to block Norquist. Coming out of turn number 4, going to the big dance, it will be Brooke Fluckinger, Ryan Feynman.
David Norquist, Sal Hernandez, Tanner Dowdy, and Joe Rosberg all relegated to a B feature, but Ryan Feynman, and give it up for the 2B, Brooke Fluckinger, your winner, going on to tonight's A feature.
Tristan Grape, that's your front row. 3rd heat race in your Gaber Tire IMC Hobbies, the Wild Things. So there's the green off the turn number 1. Tristan Grape, Michael Wade side by side. Troy Dowdy. Then you have Jason Wilkinson, Jeff Ware, Tyler Lambertus, whoa! A B4 of Ben Beecher into the outside wall coming out turn 2, but he's keeping it going.
How about it? Boy, row number 3 is pretty stout. They're going to go to the top 2 spots in one lap. Jason Wilkinson, your leader, as they work down the backstretch into turn number 3. Wilkinson running right through the middle, Ware down to the bottom side. Here comes Tristan Grape now into the battle for the transfer spot.
Four-way battle for the lead. Jason Wilkinson, Jeff Ware, Tristan Grape, Michael Wade, Troy Dowdy. Then you got Ben Beecher and Tylen Lambertus. But it is Jason Wilkinson in turn number 3.
Wilkinson now going to switch up his line. He'll go to the bottom side in 3 and 4. As this track starts to clean off, you'll see some more guys searching around, finding some more grip out there. As now Tristan Grape hugging the bottom side right behind Jeff Ware. Once again, Grape outside looking in along with Michael Wade rounding out your top 4. Now looks like the 17T of Troy Dowdy going to call it no joy here in the heat race.
Jason Wilkinson, Jeff Ware, Tristan Grape, Michael Wade, Ben Beecher. Oh, Tylen Lambertus goes up and slams the outside wall over there in turn 4. No harm, no foul. He keeps it going.
Once again, we said those hobby stocks will take a little bit of a beating, so he'll stay clean and green. Jason Wilkinson clicking off another lap as he's kind of left the field as they work through 1 and 2.
Jason Wilkinson, Jeff Ware, Tristan Grape, Michael Wade, Ben Beecher, and Tylen Lambertus. Last night, Tylen Lambertus lost a right rear tire in the heat race in 3 and 4. Tonight, he hits the outside wall in turn number 4 in the heat race.
2 to go. Jason Wilkinson, your leader. Once again, he's your 2020 U.S. 30 Speedway Track Championship. Also picked up the championship up in Norfolk at the Off-Road Speedway this season. Jeff Ware back in second. You're defending IMCA Hobby Stock National Champion. White flag is out. Those are your top 2 cars transferring so far with 1 to go.
So 1 lap to go. It is Jason Wilkinson, part of the Neely Nightmare crew. Jeff Ware in that second spot. Tristan Grape trying to trace him down in third. The final 2 corners. And the 2 cars going to the big dance. It's going to be the 52 of Jason Wilkinson, the 83 of Jeff Ware. Tristan Grape in third. Michael Wade fourth. Ben Beecher in fifth. Sixth will go to Tylen Lambertus.
So as they come off of turn number 4, your top 2 cars punching their ticket to tonight's 8 feature, Jeff Ware, and give it up for the 52 of Jason Wilkinson. And a big shout out to the Advantage Racing TV crew and everyone watching live right now on Facebook. A quick live looking on the Facebook page. Now, if you like what you're seeing, stop on over to the Advantage Racing TV website and to get yourself a nightly or monthly subscription. You can watch the rest of night number 2 of the 24th annual Abe Lincoln Memorial as Hobby Stock Heat Race number 4 set to come at you off of turn 4.
Green flags out. Let's go racing.
Into turns 1 and 2. We've had some great racing before this. We'll see what heat number 4 has in store for us as Brent Lemke driving Spencer Galloway's car here tonight as he works through 3 and 4. David Carter on the top side. Here comes Lance Melke way top shelf in 3 and 4.
Oh, that's high, wide, and handsome right there, but it is Brent Lemke followed by Detective Dave Carter. Look at this. A 3-way battle for third. And coming out in it, the 39 of Colby Kaspar.
Once again, you want to be in the top 2 for an automatic transfer to tonight's 8 feature. Problems in turn 4, the 13T going around of Tyler Jackson, and he'll go into the infield. We stay clean and green. And now here comes Colby Kaspar. Where did he come from? Started 7th already, up to 3rd in the 39.
Brent Lemke, Dave Carter, Colby Kaspar. Here comes the 7 of Lance Melke. Working on the 15M of Max Anderson. That's for 4th and 5th. Now look at this. Colby Kaspar going for the lead.
I don't think Colby Kaspar made the feature last night. He did not make it through a B feature, so he's got that thing wired here tonight, though, trying to make up for it. Here comes Kaspar, started 7th. He's your new leader, and Lemke back to 2nd.
Colby Kaspar, Brent Lemke, Dave Carter, Max Anderson. Then you got Lance Melke. And I believe that might be Aaron Warman.
Off of turn number 4 once again. Clicking off another lap. Colby Kaspar, Brent Lemke. Top 2 cars right now in a transfer position. And now here comes the 15 to the inside of Max Anderson. Oh, problems with David Carter. Contact in turns 2.
Tag with Max Anderson down there at the bottom of turn number 2. Anderson to the infield. Carter continues on. 2 sticks up, 2 to go for Colby Kaspar.
Tell you what, Lance Melke started 6th. He is up to 3rd. And so he is able to make his way through the pack a little bit. Aaron Warman with a big puff of smoke going into 1 and 2 as he is back in the 4th spot.
White flags out, the big white bed sheet hanging out for Colby Kaspar. Then it is Brent Lemke. Then you got Lance Melke, Aaron Warman, and Tyler Jackson.
And down the backstretch, Colby Kaspar looks like he'll hold on for the win, but the battle for second in the final transfer spot. Kaspar is going to pick up the win. Melke, one final try, not going to get there. Brent Lemke going to the feature. Melke will have to go to the B feature along with Aaron Warman and company.
Dave Carter, and then it's going to be Tyler Jackson rounding out the field. So your winner, the 39 of Colby Kaspar, and also going to the big dance, the 26L of Brent Lemke. Oh, here you go. Get a pork loin sandwich for $6 and try it with some of Jed's barbecue sauce for 50 cents extra.
There you go.
Stuff. That's good stuff. That barbecue sauce is good.
Well, I talked to him last night. He said that the food was going fast last night. I'm sure it's going to be the same tonight.
Pork loin tonight with a Jed's barbecue sauce. Oh, yeah, there you go. Pork loin. So the 5th and final heat race in your Gaber Tire IMCA Hobby Stocks. Let's go racing!
Green flag is out as you will look live, obviously, as well on Advantage Racing TV's Facebook page. Live look-in. 5th and final Hobby Stock heat race. Problems down the backstretch. The 65 of Evan Herod going around. We stay clean and clean. Lap number 1 is going to go to the 98Z of Zach Olmstead. Tanner Ewing is outside of the final transfer spot.
Zach Olmstead, a regular racer at the Dawson County Raceway, along with the 58T of Tanner Ewing. And then you have the 94 of Mike Hansen running in that 3rd spot. Here comes Jeremy Schell. He moves up to 4th on the inside of the 98 of Jared Jackson. Then it's Toby Ives and Evan Herod.
Oh, Jeremy Schell problems at 4. Boy, he was looking good early in this one. First year in a hobby stock, jumping up from the compact last year. He's going to lose the spot. He'll get shuffled back to 5th. Top 3 cars pulled away as Olmstead, Eulig, and the 94 of Hansen continue through 3 and 4.
Zach Olmstead with the lead out of turn number 4, followed by Tanner Ewing. And then it is the 94 of Mike Hansen. Then you have the 98 of Jared Jackson, and Jeremy Schell in the 17S, Toby Ives, and Evan Herod.
Working down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Olmstead hugging that bottom tire. Ewing trying to switch things up. He'll go top shelf in 3 and 4. That opens up the door for the 94 of Hansen. He is starting to close in on the 58T as they work through 1 and 2.
Oh, he squeezed it a little tight. He's going to go around in turn number 2. Oh, he squeezed it off a little bit there.
Boy, that's tough.
Closing up there to the 58T of Tanner Ewing. He backs it up on the track, keeps it going. We stay green. It is Zach Olmstead and Tanner Ewing.
How about the 98 Jared Jackson now moving up 1 spot out of a transfer in the 98. He started inside row 3 as now Schell loosey-goosey down the front stretch as the top 2 go through 3 and 4.
That car's a little tail happy, let me tell you. Zach Olmstead, followed by Jared Jackson, or Tanner Ewing, I should say, then Jared Jackson. 2 laps to go. Zach Olmstead leading it. Tanner Ewing in second. Those are your 2 front runners to go the big dance later on tonight.
And now the 94 of Mike Hansen trying to make his way back through the field after having the problems. He got around the 65 of Herod. Now he'll look to the inside of Schell with 1 to go for your leaders as they work through 1 and 2. Zach Olmstead hugging the bottom tires once again. The 58T Tanner Ewing about 3 car lengths behind him down the backstretch. Looks like those will be your top 2 cars going to tonight's A feature, and it will be. Coming off of turn number 4, your Dawson County Raceway track champion for 2020 picks up the heat race win. Zach Olmstead and the 58T Tanner Ewing punching their ticket to tonight's feature. It'll be the 98 of Jared Jackson coming home in 3rd, and it'll be the 94 of Hansen rounding out your top 4. Good job by him to make his way back through the field. And, Herod got around in turn 4 again. And that will wrap it up for your final hobby stock heat race. Race fans, Tanner Ewing and Zach Olmstead going to tonight's A feature.